Be sure to check out my daily live stream at twitch.tv/ProHenis. Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your host, the one and only one Hennis, and today guys, I've got an absolutely beast gameplay for you. I know it's from Black Ops 2, but hang in there, watch the whole thing. I get a Ruthless medal in a 4-round search and destroy. I get my Lodestar, I get my VTOL, and I almost clutch it up and get a flawless, but you guys will see in like the 3rd round how I kind of mess up a little bit. I don't want to give away too much, so be sure to watch the rest of this video. But anyways guys, today's going to be another episode of Deep Talk. And what I'm going to be talking about here is religion. This is something that I spin around in my head a lot because I do go to a religious school. So, you know, part of me is very scientific, very mathematic, very practical. And so a lot of the time, it's really hard for someone like me to hear stuff about religion and what people believe and all this faith and kind of see the practicality behind it, the realism. It's like, really, did that actually happen? You know, did Jesus really rise from the dead? You know, was Moses really read the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai by, you know, Yahweh? What did that actually happen? And I think a lot of it, something that I've come to realize, you know, being at a religious school, is that, you know, all that faith that you have doesn't necessarily have to be rooted in practicality. For instance, you know, I wouldn't consider myself a very religious person. However, I usually see religion as almost like a guide, sort of as a way to live. You know, think about, you know, Jesus, for instance. I know some of you guys may not even know what I'm talking about in this video, by the way, but, you know, just kind of hang in there. I'll kind of make sure that you guys can get the gist of it. You know, for Jesus to live, you know, a life of poverty like that and to help the poor, you know, that's really powerful. That's, you know, and to have someone like him be such a symbolic figure for all of his apostles and all of his followers, I see that, you know, as really inspiring. You know, I want to be, you know, I don't want to say like Jesus, but, you know, you want to use Jesus as sort of a guide for how to live life, and I feel like religion can be a good guide for that. For those of you who actually like do believe in religion and all that, you know, this isn't supposed to be a video to like put you guys down. I'm just simply sharing my opinions. You know, being in a religious school, and I've thought about this stuff a lot, and so I kind of wanted to, you know, just talk to you guys about it a little bit. I want to hear your guys' opinion in the comment section below, but I also want to know, you know, what your views are. You know, if you find yourself being a more math and science person like me, if maybe you are in a really deep faith with God, or you know, you don't have to be Christian, you don't have to be Jewish, you know, it doesn't matter what religion you are. But I want to know what your guys' opinions are. Some of you may not have even thought about this at all. For some of you, religion may not even be a part of your life, and that's perfectly fine, you know. But this is something that I just feel, you know, I'm surrounded by it every day practically at school. So I kind of wanted to just share my opinion, share my views. And like I said, for the 5 millionth time, I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section as well. So back to the point I was making with just seeing religion as something that's so practical, and I think that's such an easy go-to thing when you're young and you're trying to understand religion. It's really easy to kind of get this mentality, you know, read like, oh my God, Noah's Ark happened, or the parting of the Red Sea, you know, thinking about that stuff that actually happened, you know, thinking of it in a way and assuming that it actually happened isn't necessarily what you should be doing all the time. There's a lot of deep moral lessons that can be rooted in stories like that, and I think that's what you really should be drawing out of it. And again, this is my opinion. Some of you may take it literally, and that's perfectly fine. But for me, you know, being more of a literal person, it's kind of hard for me to believe all that stuff. But then again, I think there's a lot of moral lessons and a lot of life lessons in stories like that. So to be a religious person, I don't really know necessarily what that means. I see all these people in my school who are really religious, and to be honest, I'm kind of jealous. You know, they have this faith in God, and, you know, when I was younger, I always, you know, I think, you know, what a lot of us do if we were young and we would pray, you know, quote unquote pray, a lot of it would be, you know, what people refer to now as petitionary prayer. So, you know, I would always do stuff like, you know, oh my goodness, you know, God, if you're actually out there, then you'll make sure that I get a good grade on my test tomorrow. And then, like, I wouldn't study at all, and I'd just use that as the basis, and I'd be like, oh, if God actually exists, he's going to help me out, right? That's the only way for me to know. And it's not like that. You know, you can't just ask God to be there all the time. But I think that's, you know, part of growing up. You know, once you realize that petitionary prayer really doesn't work, you kind of begin to realize the deeper meaning in religion and faith and I think I'm still kind of working on that. I'm still trying to work on finding my place, so to speak. I don't really know what it is yet, but I really hope that I can find it someday. And even if I don't, that's perfectly fine. It's still, I think, really important to just kind of be aware of all this religious stuff, have an understanding of it. So, yeah, I just kind of want to throw that out there. I know that was kind of a rant video, but I just kind of wanted to, share my opinion. And it's something that I think about so often that I figured, why wouldn't it be great to share it with you guys? So if you guys have any thoughts to share, anything to share, leave them down in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it, guys. This gameplay is winding down. Again, it was an absolutely beast gameplay, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. And if you do, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And, guys, that is all. Check out all the social media links in the description below. And until next time, keep gaming. And as always, stay cool. Adios.